this is going to be a bit different to what I usually do, but I'm basically going to go over what the gym has done for me personally, and hopefully you can relate to that or can find some value, and maybe it's something that you would like to develop in your life. So let's get started. It's taught me to stay on track because I had that goal in mind of what I wanted to look like. Even when I drifted, it's always something that I've come back to and stuck to, because it's something that's just always that I've always cared about looking good, about something that's deep within me to, look better and better, improve myself in that way physically. It was the driving force behind achieving the body that I currently have, and I'm still striving to be able to, get bigger, get leaner, and I don't think that'll ever stop. But that leads me to my next thing, is it's give me a purpose. I've been doing this for so long now, and my love only grows stronger for the gym and working out. I want to work out harder, I want to try different workouts, try different things, test the limits. I just can't get enough. I want to see how far I can push myself, and it's just something that's come to me and grew over time. I never used to like working out. It was just something that everyone told me to do because of, the weight that I had on me. It was something that got me out of bed, got me off my games. It was something that made me feel proud. But it's given me a sense of purpose, because after all of this 7 to 8 years so far of my life, I want to be able to help others on their journey to achieve what the majority of people aren't able to achieve, to give them, hope for their life again, because that's where I was before. Hopeless, upset. I feel like there's a lot of people that are in that same position that I used to be in, and I want to be able to help them towards, getting better. Also learn that it's improved my ability to focus and be more productive. I feel more energized and I think more clearly after I work out. I get more things done than if I wasn't to go. I kill that voice inside my head that tells me I'm a failure, I'm lazy, I'm useless, by staying consistent and going even when I don't feel like it. I've learned to do things that I don't want to do, to think about my future self and to think more long term rather than short term. In today's society, I think that's a big help with how much instant happiness there is out there. I believe if you are someone who can think about your long-term happiness, in today's society, you are going to achieve great things, just because the world is full of temptations and distractions. And if you can resist that, then you have strong willpower and discipline. Which leads me on to my next point: willpower and discipline. The parts of my brain that were once unable to say no to any temptation or distraction has now become stronger for pushing myself through them hard times of not wanting to go, not wanting to get up early, not wanting to go after work, not wanting to eat the right foods. It was through these times that I enjoyed going to the gym the most, because I worked the hardest. Because of that anger, the tiredness that I felt, the emotions I felt, it pushed me to enjoy the pain and release them feelings, to make them feelings more productive, to give them feelings a purpose, and use them emotions so I can better myself, train harder, focus more. They were the times where I felt the best after the workout, just because of the pain that I put myself through, how hard I pushed myself. After it, I felt grateful and thankful and less emotional, more logical, and just more blissful. My head was a lot more clear and I could think straight. It taught me to deal with my emotions better by using them in a more productive way, to improve myself, to push harder, to break past plateaus and release them trapped emotions, bringing me to a more parasympathetic state of being, calming my nervous system down and regulating it to think more clearly with a more clear mind, to be more present and a calmer state of being altogether. Progressive overload in gym terms is to add more weight, reps and sets. In other words, you're adding stress to your body. I realise that this can be applied to everything in life. Anything you want to get better at, you have to progressively overload the volume, the stress you feel within them moments to grow. For growth to happen for you, you need to apply more stress, or you need to overcome more amounts of stress. Whether it's in relationships, jobs, a hobby, this principle can be applied almost anywhere. If you want to strengthen your mind, if you want to strengthen your ability to speak, if you want to strengthen your relationships, then progressive overload can be applied to, apply more stress to the situation for you to overcome that, for you to get better at it, for you to think differently. This is where progressive overload has taught me that it can be applied to anything in life for growth to happen. It's made me realise how sensitive I am to food. Maybe all of us, but in my own personal experience, certain foods stress my body out more than others, and that comes out in inflaming my body, making me ache, flare up my psoriasis that I have in my scalp, and how certain foods give me brain fog, and how certain foods affect my sleep. This has been more of a recent thing this last year because of the fact that I was never too serious about nutrition, and I didn't realise how it affected me in so many different ways, and that it was actually holding me back with the effects of creating insecurity within me. The foods that I was eating were affecting how I was thinking, how I was feeling, how I was sleeping, and when you have terrible sleep, you're going to have more likely to have terrible thoughts, terrible emotions. You're going to be more susceptible to being more stressed, more emotional. Things are going to affect you more, and altogether, I didn't realise what the things that I was putting in my body, how that was affecting me truly. Now, confidence. This was the main focus for me to start the gym, was to become more confident, and I'd imagine that is for a lot of people. It's helped me to feel so much more better about myself, knowing that I'm working towards something better, gaining more knowledge and information, making me feel more intelligent and smarter, because I seek that, more knowledge, how to get stronger, how to get leaner, what's the best exercise, and what's the best workout, what's the best eating plan, what's the best workout plan. I'm just testing all this sort of stuff, and it just makes me feel like I've got a purpose. I've got confidence in my ability to speak about this subject, because it's been part of my life for 8 years now, 7 to 8 years now. But exposing myself to uncomfortable situations I was once scared to do, now it's an everyday thing that doesn't cross my mind. With all these things that I've mentioned as a collective, from the food to the discipline, it has killed and still is killing the insecurities that I have deep within me, that don't feel good enough or proud. And like I said, to become more confident was a big driving factor to improve myself. I was sick of feeling like I couldn't take life by the wheel and direct it myself, to lead myself into the direction that I wanted to because of them insecurities. And this is what I feel like the gym has helped me with. I feel like it's helped me massively in my life with different things, with food, with discipline, to stay concentrated, focused, and the biggest thing is confidence, to be able to speak, to be able to read, just to read in front of people. I never used to be good in school at reading and talking in front of people. I've always shut myself on being the quiet guy, the insecure guy, and that's where the gym's come in. That's where it's given me the confidence. That's where it's helped me lead my own life. I've started to become who I wanted to be. I've started to lead my own life because I've always been searching for that information myself. I've never had anyone train me, and you might say why wouldn't you do that? I've just never felt the need to, and I've never felt like anyone could help me much more than what I already knew myself. That could be an ego thing, that could be something that's held me back. But I feel like I've learned this. I think, I've learned a lot for myself, and I could have done it quicker. I could have had someone train me and teach me different ways, which could have helped me. But this is where I am, and this is how it's helped me. So I hope this video has provided you with some value and some insight into my life over the last 7 to 8 years, because this has been one hell of a journey. Lots of ups and downs, lots of binge eating, binge restricting, a lot of bad habits, unhealthy habits to learn. It's been a massive ride, and it's been a long ride, but it's been one that I'm proud of, because I've learned through this journey things that I will never forget, things that I'm going to be able to teach my kids, things that are going to be able to help me within my purpose to help other people. Love you, boys.